Hello, Pisces. Welcome and welcome back. We're going to just see what could be going on underneath the surface of your situation that you need to know right now, okay? This could be something you don't know, but that you should know. It could be something that you don't expect or don't see coming, but it's underneath the surface. It's bubbling up. The current is moving, but it may be unbeknownst to you. So we're going to check that out. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you guys. If you feel like someone may need to hear this message, be sure to share it, you guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Hype up the video. Thank you to everyone who sent me screenshots of the hype option. I still don't have it on my own, account. Not to view myself, but like not to hype up myself, but the other account that I use that's not a channel to watch YouTube, I don't even have that option. So it's very strange. But thank you guys for all of your support, all of your donations, all of your contributions, all of the support that you guys give. I really appreciate it. And I just want you to know, okay? If you do gain value from this reading, consider donating. PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle. If you want to book a reading or see my services, the link is below. I feel like I'm thinking about stuff. Okay. Ooh, child. I felt that coming. Change your perception. Okay. All right. Don't think small, Pisces. Think big. Change your perception of a situation. Because you may think that you may think that you've gone as far as you can go, but really the sky's the limit, or the sky doesn't even have a limit. Or you may think that a situation is positive when in reality it could be creating problems for you. However you're looking at a situation, there may need to be a few adjustments that you make when it comes to your perception of the situation or your perspective, okay? Don't bring anything into your life that does not belong, you guys. Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration. Father, Mother, God, for Pisces. What's underneath the surface that Pisces doesn't see, but that they need to see? Swim away? It was kind of in reverse, though. Someone could be coming towards you that you may need to be cautious of. Temptation. Completion. 33, 9, and 2. Somebody may be trying to tempt you or entice you into making a bad decision, okay? Or into making a decision that's not necessarily in your best interest. You may be tempted to stay in a situation that is not good for you when it needs to come to an end. So if you're feeling like something needs to end, but it's hard for you to end it, or it's hard for you to let it go, whether this is a person or a thing or a situation, it kind of feels like there's something going on underneath the surface when it comes to energies, entities, situations, kind of like tempting you to remain in something that you need to remove yourself from, or that you need to allow to complete. It's like you got to let something be done. It's time for something to be done. And there's something that's giving you like a false sense of security in a situation. What's underneath the surface that Pisces needs to know? Wishful thinking. Something else. What is that? Thrills and antisocial. One more card. Okay. One more card. What's underneath the surface that Pisces needs to see? Hopeful reversed. Okay, so wishful thinking says second chance, deja vu, nostalgia. Thrill says continuous cycles, bad decisions, addiction. Antisocial says in your feelings, silent treatment, left out. And hopeful reverse says inspired, optimistic, success. So you're not very attracted to something. I don't know if you wish you were. Or I don't know. He just cranked up that lawnmower. Good Lord. Or no, it's somebody going on. It looked like a golf cart. Anyway, some of you have wishful thinking about a situation coming back into your life and being exciting when it's really like not exciting. It's like you're trying to trick yourself into being excited about something when deep down you feel like it's not going to be successful and you're not very optimistic about it. You're not even that inspired to do it. It's like you're staying in a situation hoping that it gets better, when in reality, it's just kind of like a cycle that keeps repeating itself and not really good for you. Distance, divorce, ghosted, separation, toxic, drama, arguments, incompatible. Yeah. It's like you're tricking yourself into thinking something is better than what it is, or that something will get better, or that something is good for you when it's actually not. You're hoping that the excitement will come back, or that the spark will come back. And you're not actually communicating how hopeless you feel about this situation. It's like we have a good way as humans of tricking ourselves into ignoring what we really feel. And I don't know what this is exactly, if it's a marriage, if it's a person, but whatever the situation is toxic, and it's going to be toxic. And there's nothing that you can do to trick yourself out of it being toxic. What else does Pisces need to see underneath the surface? Projection in reverse. Transformation in reverse. Lord. What else does Pisces? The grass was fake. Okay, the grass was fake says that the grass was greener because it was fake. Transformation says things are changing in your life, but that's reversed. And projection says your life is a projection of the energy you're putting out. So this is about possibly what's going on underneath the surface when it comes to your life and the experience that you're having in your life right now, the time that you're in your life. You may feel like something is too good to be true, and you're not investing or engaging in something because you feel like it's toxic or it's too good to be true, when in reality that could be incorrect. And then some of you could be in a situation where something it doesn't look that good, but you're thinking it'll be better than what it is, right? You could be dealing with two different people, two different situations. And one of those situations is too good to be true. And it looks good because it's actually an illusion. And the other situation is good, but it looks bad, so you don't believe it. Oh, mirroring, experiencing similar energies, caught up. Someone's actions are catching up to them. So your life is not necessarily a projection of the energy that you're putting out. It more so feels like it's possibly, ouch. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I just hit my finger, my knuckle. Jeez. Y'all be sure to like the video. It's like you can't, it's like in reality, something that you want to believe can work out, you really don't see a way that it's going to work out. But you have wishful thinking that it will. And then something that could possibly work out, you may not believe it's possible. But I really feel like there is someone who is like maybe trying to project their reality onto you. And that's not really your reality. This could also be a situation where, you know how when you watch readings and then whatever happens in the reading doesn't actually take place? It's because it wasn't your reading. And I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm just like being for real. Like, you could be watching a lot of readings and whatever's happening in the reading doesn't take place. And you want it to be your situation, but it's not actually your situation, or it doesn't actually take place because maybe it is, but you're on a different timeline, or listen, who knows, child? It's a lot of Neptune. It's a lot of illusions going on right now. You could be watching readings and feeling like that's your situation when it's something good, but then you don't want to focus on it when it's something challenging. But then in the back of your mind, the challenging readings that you hear end up transpiring in your life and you don't want to believe it. And it's just kind of like a cycle. Anyway, what's the message? Because I'm sick of trying to help people that don't want help. Keeping it a bean with you. Okay? I'm sick of trying to help people that don't want help and that don't appreciate my help. So if this is a reading that you need to hear and you know you need to hear it, but it's challenging, I get it. Okay? But Spirit is basically saying like, hey, the perception of situations in your life needs to be adjusted because there's some type of mirror image. Because even in that card, change your perception, there's a mirror in front of the fishbowl. So it's like you're seeing through a mirror. It's like you're living life looking in a mirror. And you're seeing the reflection of your life, but not the reality of it in some way. I don't know. Somebody could be doing mirror magic. Not sure. What is the message that Pisces needs right now? What is going on underneath the surface that they should be aware of? 3 of Swords. Jeez. All right. 3 of Swords. The devil reversed, Ace of Wands reversed, 8 of Swords reversed. Funny, I thought the star was the 8 of Swords. Devil reversed, Ace of Wands reversed, 8 of Swords reversed. King of Coins. Knight of Cups. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, masculine. Possibly Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, whether this is you or whether this is that person. Knight of Cups talks about beliefs, like believing in yourself, having faith in something, being creative, executing or exhibiting some type of creativity or imagination. I really think that there's an earth sign masculine or some authority figure of some kind. The King of Coins, whoever this is, this person is kind of like, it feels like they're disappointed that there's some type of detachment that's taking place. These, I'm trying to cover up this naked woman. Anyway, these 3 cards came out together. Devil reversed, Ace of Wands reversed, 8 of Swords reversed. So there's definitely detachment. Okay, so what's going on underneath the surface is that somebody is disappointed or upset that you've detached from whatever grip or hold that they've had on you, and that you don't have the same desire or any desire at all to have intercourse with them, to sleep with them, to think about them, to partner up with them, to focus on the same goals as they do, to help them bring things into fruition. This is crazy. With the Devil reverse and the Ace of Wands reverse, you're not attracted to them. You don't want them intimately. You don't want them sexually. You are not into them at all. Or you don't have the same desires as them. You don't want the same end goal. You don't think about them in that way. You don't think about that type of stuff at all, possibly. Like, This is the truth that you don't see. Somebody is hurt because you don't want the same things as them. Whether that's a relationship. Ooh. 3 of Wands. They expected something out of you that you did not provide. Temperance. Chariot. Sagittarius, Cancer, Capricorn. Yeah. Aquarius. So yeah. Cancer and Capricorn. Sagittarius, Aquarius. Somebody okay. Somebody expected something to move forward quickly with you. Maybe somebody expected you to sleep with them quickly, or maybe that you're attracted to them in that way, or whatever. 3 of Coins. So 3 of Wands, 3 of Coins. This could be a March-born Aries. Someone born at the end of March. This could also be, I don't know, a Capricorn, a Taurus. Feels like an Aries or a Capricorn. Possibly a Taurus. Or the month of March. Could be significant. Maybe that's when you met this person. They thought y'all would sleep together by now. I feel like you're working on something, you're building something, and you're expecting for it to start to move forward quickly, possibly. King of Cups, Hangman. You put a lot of effort, time, energy, money, blood, sweat, tears into the work that you do. But I feel like you're very tied up or very busy when it comes to your career, your job, your work. And someone was trying to be patient and wait on you to, I guess, come towards them. And you're not doing that, especially if you're the masculine. If you're the feminine, I feel like someone may have expected you to open up to them quicker and you're not doing that. Or maybe they expected you to step out of your comfort zone and approach them. But that's not even anything that you would do. Like, you could be a very feminine woman and there's a man who wants you to approach them and like start conversations with them and ask them out. And, you know, like, why would you? It's like somebody's expecting you to do the total opposite of the energy that you're putting out. Like, you advertise your services and you're an electrician, but someone wants you to build a house. Like, do I advertise that? Why are you asking me about a service that I don't provide? So it's kind of like somebody wants you to provide a service to them or do something for them, or they're expecting you to do something that you just don't do. And I feel like you're realizing that someone expected you to do something that you're just not going to do. And you could be moving away from that person because of it. What's the star? Ooh. What's the star? 7 of Wands. You're trying to protect yourself. You are not being vulnerable with someone. And I feel like that has them feeling aggressive or upset. King of Wands. Okay. It doesn't have to be a fire sign, but it definitely feels like a strong Aries, Sagittarius, Cancer, Capricorn, maybe another Pisces. King of Wands, 7 of Wands. And the 10 of Swords. This person is throwing a pity party. Somebody wants you to pity them. They're very ouch. Jeez. Okay. Now, this is the second time I done felt some type of weird pain during this reading. I done hit my knuckle on the laptop. And then sometimes when I shuffle the cards, y'all, like my wrist hurts like right here in the middle where the vein is at. And it's such a strange feeling. Like, it doesn't hurt. It just feels weird. And, you know, You remember on Family Guy when Peter Griffin would do that, and he would fall down and grab his knee and be making the biggest deal out of something and be sitting there for like 5 minutes. Like, that's how it's like somebody's giving the vibe that they're hurt or that something is wrong because they're trying to set up this scenario where you offer to help them or you offer to fix something or you let your guard down or something. 10 of Cups. Some of you are protecting your security, your stability, your household, your family. You're blocking out some type of illusions as well. Like, every day could be the same thing. Like, somebody does the same thing every day. They're hoping, or they feel like you do the same thing every day and they're hoping something changes. It kind of feels like someone has an idea of what they want to happen in the situation and they aren't going to give up on that. Knight of Cups, 9 of Cups. That's the 10 of Cups. This is what somebody envisions, imagines, dreams of. Knight of Cups. This is what they want. 9 of Cups, Knight of Cups, 10 of Cups. It's like whatever you're dreaming for, hoping for. Star card, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, Knight of Cups. It's like somebody's trying to sabotage that, break that down. It's like they don't want you to believe in a dream or they don't want you to think you can get what you want. You're very passionate about your work. You're also wanting to be very patient. I feel like you guys don't want to rush something. You want to be patient. You want to have the right expectation of a situation. And you're looking forward to something moving forward more quickly. Okay? What's the 3 of Swords? Y'all be sure to like the video. Please. What is the 3 of Swords for Pisces? The Ace of Swords. So there's a disappointment here when it comes to the truth of a situation or the clarity being found in a situation. Knight of Coins. Page of Wands. Taurus or Virgo, Libra, possibly Aquarius or Gemini. I feel like there's somebody who is sending a message or they're very slow to confirm something or give you clarity in a situation. There's also a desire to heal from loss here. The truth is disappointing. The truth is painful. Somebody could be feeling rejected by you. This is what's under the surface that you need to know, but that you may not see. Somebody could be feeling rejected by you because you told them the truth. Like they could have offered you something and you were honest with them about how you felt, about what they were offering you, and that made this person upset. Page of Swords. All air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, strong Libra. Also could be Virgo or Scorpio. Page of Cups. At the bottom in the 9 of Wands. Somebody asked you to do something and you said no. Page of Cups, Page of Swords. We saw the Page of Wands. So Page of Pentacles. I don't know. Maybe you rejected somebody. That's 5 swords. Somebody feels rejected by you, or somebody feels hurt by you. But I feel like you just put up a boundary. I don't know. Maybe you told a friend that you couldn't help them, or you let somebody know that you weren't interested in something. Maybe one of your friends wanted to have a more romantic relationship with you and you were like, no. Maybe somebody wanted you to go into business with them and you were like, no. Maybe it was as simple as somebody asking you if you wanted to go out, party, help them with something, and you was like, no. It just feels like someone's very curious and inquisitive about something. Page of Cups, Page of Swords. They're very like interested to find out more, and then they keep getting a brick wall, and it's like slowly but surely this person has confirmation that you're not interested in them like that, or it feels like somebody's bubble is being burst. You might have burst you might have burst someone's bubble unbeknownst to you. What's the Devil reversed? Ace of Wands reversed. Ooh, the Magician. See, but it's never for no reason. It's never for no reason. Somebody is not talking to you either. Somebody is being very antisocial. And it's because they've lost hope in a situation that they thought would be more exciting than what it is. But I feel like underneath the surface, you're not feeling interested or optimistic about doing something because you can sense the toxicity. Devil, Ace of Wands, that's sexual to me. That's like intercourse. Somebody wanting to sleep with you. The Magician coming out with that is like hell no to the no, no, no. Or somebody is trying to act disinterested or unattracted to you in order to like make you be more interested in them. Ace of Coins. 5 of Cups. This could also be someone trying to talk you out of a good opportunity because they're trying to manipulate you or make you think that something is not going to work out the way you would hope for it to work out because they want for you to not be excited or hopeful about something. It's like somebody trying to make you feel like something won't work out. I'm not sure. It kind of feels like somebody wants the opportunity to manipulate you to create some type of loss or sadness in your life because you aren't attracted to them, you won't sleep with them, or you decided to disconnect from them. The 8 of Swords with the Ace of Wands reversed. 9 of Cups. Yeah, it's like somebody wants to manipulate you into thinking that you want something that you really don't want. Because they're disappointed that you... It's like they're disappointed that you have like some type of optimism. I just feel like this could be a negative person. 5 of Cups, Sun card. Yeah, so whoever this is making you think through some type of manipulation that you lost an opportunity or that you missed out on something or that you'll regret something, but you won't. It's like somebody's upset or disappointed that you still have like faith in yourself or in a situation. Someone's depressed. that you're happy or feeling joy or wish fulfillment and you're getting opportunities. And I feel like somebody's trying to make you miss out on an opportunity. What's this? 3 of Wands, 3 of Coins. 3 of Wands, 3 of Coins. 2 of Wands. So you made a decision to work on something and fight for something that you have faith or expect to work out in your favor. It's a lot of manipulation, feels like, going on underneath the surface. You've chosen a path. You've chosen a path and you're excited about that path because you feel like you've accomplished things before and you can accomplish things again. And the challenges that you may face walking along this path, you're being very optimistic about it because you just feel like you can do whatever this is. Yeah, that's the Queen of Wands energy. You expect for something to work out well. You expect to be able to overcome some type of challenge. You're confident that you made the right decision. You have a lot of experience. You have a lot of world knowledge. You may have traveled a lot in life, but whatever it is that you're doing, you're very excited to put your energy into it. You feel passionate about it. You feel motivated to move forward. And just like you've been able to be successful in opportunities that you've had in the past, you know you're going to be successful in this opportunity as long as you hold on to your values and do what it is that you feel like is right according to your own compass of judgment. And with that, I feel like you're realizing that things are coming together and you're starting to expect more positive movement forward. And I feel like that hope and that desire and, you know, that motivation that you have is taking your mind away from someone else who wants you to be like addicted to them and attached to them. And somebody is very toxic. Because I feel like someone expected for you to be all about them. Y'all remember that show, All About You? Or something like that? It kind of feels like somebody expected that to be you. Like they wanted you to be all about them, all up in their face, every single day, jumping on them. This could also be someone who's in a relationship and you're single and they're jealous that you have freedom and they don't. Somebody knows what you want and they're trying to manipulate you into either not doing what you really want to do, or they're trying to manipulate you into thinking that you want something that you don't really want. Or manipulate you into thinking that you don't want something that you actually want. What is going on? I'm used to getting my way, but you put me in my place. Did I not say that? I'm on a spiritual journey. You have awakened me. Anyway, I'm playing a romantic. Bitch. I thought this said I'm playing a romantic game. Okay. I'm planning a romantic date, or I'm playing a romantic game, whatever. I'm planning a romantic date, or we can Netflix and chill like old times. I want to cook for you, no strings. I think that's what somebody was asking, like Page of Cups, Page of Swords, Page of Wands. I think there's a person who wanted to kind of like create a situation where you were thinking about them or you guys got to spend time together, but they didn't come out and say it like, hey, I want to take you out on a date. It's like they want to create scenarios where you're together and they can do whatever they feel like they need to do to get you to be attracted to them. That's what it feels like. And they're used to getting their way, but that didn't work on you because underneath the surface, you can sense that there's some type of manipulation going on, or there's something toxic going on that you don't want to be attached to. You get what I'm saying? It's like, child. Yeah, it's like you're working on something that you really want to work on, that you really enjoy, that you love, that makes you happy, that brings happiness to your life when you're sad, that makes you feel reinvigorated and energized when you feel low or depressed, or when you're not feeling good. It makes you feel healed. And someone's trying to manipulate you into thinking that you don't want this opportunity, or the opposite is true. Anything else Pisces needs to know when it comes to this message? Air sign, something else. Something else. Okay. The air sign was first. This, joy. The ring in reverse. The pinky promise and the musician. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, strongly. I said Sagittarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Pisces, Aquarius, Gemini with this magician, Scorpio, Virgo, Taurus, I think, are the signs that I said. So all the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, all the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. For water signs, I would say Scorpio or Pisces. Oh, yeah, and Cancer. I did say Cancer because the Chariot came out with the Three of Wands. Earth, air, water, and then for fire, it's like what? Sag? Aries, I said. Not getting a whole lot of Leo, but we did see the Sun card. Anyway, the title card is at the bottom. So this could be about your identity, your work, your title, the title of a project, anything that has a title or anything that you associate with your identity. Okay? An air sign may be involved, joy, feeling extremely happy. The ring is in reverse, and it says a really good opportunity is coming your way. Also, you may be getting a proposal. This could be marriage or business contractual. Any type of proposition. I feel like the King of Coins that came out with the Knight of Cups at the beginning was that. Propositioning you, proposing something to you, asking you a question. That's what that is. Pinky promise, a promise has been made. Musician, situation could involve a musician. The title card, playing games. And I read that card. I'm planning a romantic date, but I swear to God, I saw that as I'm playing a romantic game, which is weird. Someone could be playing games at this time. Make sure you have all the information about someone before you move forward. Yeah, because I feel like behind the illusion that someone is trying to create for you, they're very aggressive, defensive, and they're the type of person who makes a big deal out of things that are small in order to get like a reaction out of you or to get some type of healing energy from you. It's like you know what to expect as someone comes towards you. I feel like there's an air sign here who's also feeling some type of joy that you're not getting an opportunity or that something in your life is not working out the way you wanted it to. They either had a part to play in manipulating the situation and those actions are catching up to that person, or they didn't have a part to play, but they're relishing in that. But that's not wise, because we've seen in the last few days how preying on someone's downfall or dancing on someone's grave, quote unquote, is not good. They thought they buried you and they started dancing on your grave, but they didn't know that you were not in there. That's crazy. King of Swords. Seven of Swords. This was somebody's strategy. Somebody also could have made some type of deal with someone else, like a musician, or I don't know, someone in your profession is playing mind games with you. And there could be a person here who does not want to see you succeed, and they made a deal with someone else and partnered up with them to try to create some type of a loss of an opportunity. This is what's hidden. And whoever's associated has something to do with music, possibly gaming. This could be social media. This could be influencers. Okay. I'm used to getting my way, but you put me in my place. What is that for Pisces when it comes to this message? High Priestess and the Seven of Coins. Look at that. The intuition is too strong. You wrote the book. Motherfuckers can't tell you what story is in the book if you the one who wrote the book. They can't tell you what the pages say because you wrote it. You got several things going on behind the scenes. And you're not about to play with nobody or baby nobody. Because I feel like y'all got 6 jobs. Okay? The Sun card and the Queen of Coins. You're also shining light on things that you see repetitively happening, even if it hasn't repeated yet. So like the Thrills and the Cycles card, what I feel from this is that, like, okay, with the High Priestess, with your intuition, you see what's behind the scenes. You see what's under the surface. Your intuition and your instincts, your sixth sense is telling you to pay attention to habits that a person has. And you can basically like meet someone and be very happy and feel very valuable. And then over time, they kind of like take from you. They drain your joy. They drain your happiness. And over time, you end up being very beat down, like those girls on TikTok that say, oh, you say get in a relationship again, and they show you the before and afters. Like I've told y'all several times before, it kind of feels like you came in contact with an opportunity or a person or a situation that has the potential to literally drain the life out of you if you let it. And you saw it before it happened and kind of like put whoever this is in their place, or you just kind of like nipped it in the bud. What's this air sign? Joy. The Ring reversed, Pinky Promise, and Musician. Ace of Pentacles and Temperance reversed. This is an opportunity that's out of alignment, and that's probably why the Ring is reversed. Somebody's going to offer you something or present you with an opportunity, and I feel like they're going to make a promise, like a big promise. The microphone is standing out to me, so it's like, oh, we're making a big promise, or there's like big expectations, big shoes to fill, big claims that are being made. But yeah, 5 of Cups, Ace of Cups. 5 of Cups, Ace of Cups. But that's not what's actually going to happen with the like whatever promises they're making, they can't fulfill. I also feel like there's a blessing here if somebody is trying to bury you or attack you or ruin opportunities in your life. Any opportunities that you've lost weren't meant for you anyway. And whatever opportunities that you lost, even if somebody thinks that they were the cause of that, and ooh, I won because I stopped Pisces from getting an opportunity. Those were never opportunities that were meant for you anyway, so they were never going to happen for you anyway. So whatever they think they was doing, they really wasn't doing nothing but helping to speed up the process of spirit leading you towards what it is that you truly are meant to be doing. Queen of Coins, yeah. Yeah, things that you would be stuck in. Ace of Cups again and the Eight of Wands. This was a blessing. For an opportunity not to come together or something not to work, it was a blessing in disguise. So even if they think they big shit doing something and preventing you from getting something, you were never meant to have it in the first place. It only did the opposite. So if somebody thought that they were like taking your joy away, because you have that perspective of what's meant for me is for me, and nothing that's meant for me will pass me by. Because you have those perspectives, it only helped your value to increase. It only helped your confidence to increase, being rejected or, being turned down for whatever this is. There could literally have been a person who rejected you, and they may have acted like they weren't attracted to you, or acted as if you weren't their type, or acted like they didn't want you. But in reality, you made them very happy, and you were their wish fulfillment. And it was only because you didn't cater to them, and you didn't wait on them hand and foot, and you didn't indulge in their dramatic behavior. That's the only reason why they wanted you to feel like they weren't attracted to you, or they didn't want you. That's the only reason why they played games with you, because they wanted you to feel like, oh, you missing out on me. Oh, you the one who messed up not dealing with me, or you're the one who's messed up leaving me, and da-da-da-da-da. But in reality, they were very gung-ho and very skip to my loo face ass about coming around you. And when you showed that you weren't going to be bamboozled and hoodwinked in a situation, it's not like, I don't think it was anything like them, for some of you, this was not as serious. For some of you, this is describing several different people, and there's several different layers and levels to this. But for some of you, there was a person here. It wasn't really that bad. It was just more like a cat and mouse game, and you wasn't going to play it. For some of you, it was a person where you did play the cat and mouse game, then you stopped, and they felt away. And for some of you, it was very, very tactical and negative and evil. But either way it goes, Skip to my Lou face ass was upset that you weren't attracted to them, or you showed them some type of lack of interest, or that you weren't going to baby them, or whatever the heck is going on. And they tried to teach you a lesson. That's crazy. What's the advice for Pisces? You wouldn't have wanted to be with this person anyway. You wouldn't have liked this job anyway. You wouldn't have wanted to be living in this place anyway. It would have been a nightmare. And you were literally saved from a nightmare. What's the advice for Pisces? Compromise. Try to do the best that you can to work a situation so that everybody involved can get what they want to the best of your ability without sacrificing your own desires. Okay? Trust. Improving health. So Spirit wants you to trust that they are creating opportunities in your life that are better suited for you so that you can have a happier life. That's your advice, is to know that you have to compromise on some levels with what you think you want and what you think is good for you versus what Spirit knows you actually want and what Spirit knows is actually good for you. And this is a situation where that happened, because I feel like you're tempted to come back around to something, or stay in a situation with somebody, or stay in a situation professionally that really isn't good for you, because the person involved is very much so babyfied, pacified, want you to put your teeth in their mouth and pacify them, whether you got a real teeth or not. And I feel like Spirit is saying, trust. We're balancing a situation out. We're maneuvering to get you to the best opportunity, because I just reflected upon this yesterday with my son. And like, y'all know, to be honest with you, y'all know I'm a melanated individual. Okay. And my kids and I were very jarred and upset that we had to move 2 years ago from the place that we were in. And if you're new here, I moved 2 years ago from a house that I was living in for 7 years because my landlord all of a sudden said that he wanted me to move. It was a private landlord. And all of a sudden he said he wanted me to move because I requested repairs that rightfully should be done. And he didn't want to do them. But he was a very kind of like misogynistic person because of his religion and his faith. No judgment. That's fine. But you need to follow the law if you're going to be accepting my rent. And the thing about it was, like, we had a very cordial relationship, and it was to the point where I didn't even talk to him. I talked to his wife because he don't talk to women. So you can draw whatever conclusions that you wish. But that was what I was dealing with for 7 years. But we never had a problem because, like, every time something would need to be done, he would do it. But he tried to, like, cheap his way out of doing it or figure out if there was a way that I could do it and he wouldn't have to worry about doing it. And it just got to the point where so much stuff was going on and happening, and I was just tired of it. And, like, it wasn't bad. Like, looking back on it now, what I've been through after that, it really wasn't that bad. But I know that God was working behind the scenes to move me out of a potentially dangerous situation, because fast forward to now, I'm in a place that's very private, very secluded, a lot of, police activity, which not because of crime, but because, they patrol the neighborhood. They, at nighttime, drive around and they're sitting at the top of the street where the main street is at. Like, they're protecting the community. And it doesn't feel like harassment. It feels like protection. It feels like they ride around to make sure nothing crazy is going on. And I don't have to worry about not having a garage and my car being outside, because I don't have to worry about my car getting broke into. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, yes, last year I went through a difficult relationship with my tenants. Not tenants. Jeez. Am I going to own a property? God willing. But I went through a situation with my landlord originally, which is why I had to move. And then I went through a situation in the new place that was just horrendous. It was a nightmare. But now I'm here in this place that I really love. Like, it's secluded. It's ducked off. It's in nature. There's like paths and trails. And I think I talked to you guys about this before, or members. Anyway, it's a blessing, right? It may not be the way that I thought it was going to look. It may not be what I would have wanted, but it is ultimately a blessing. And now that everything is happening politically in the world, and I am melanated the way I am, the place that I was living before with the landlord who didn't want to fix stuff and then told me to move because I asked him to fix stuff, I really could have sued him for that. But why go through it? The apartment that I lived in, the townhouse that I just recently moved from, that was a nightmare from the day I moved in. I could have sued them for what they did because they pulled some fraudulent activity and then try to blame me for it and frame me for it like it was me. But I didn't. And it's not because I don't believe in my value or my worth, but my peace is worth more than fighting with those people in court. And now that everything is happening the way it's happening politically, I feel like it was God removing me from those places so that I could be somewhere where my kids are safe and where I'm safe, despite what it looks like on the outside. So God was trying to teach me not to judge the book by its cover. God was trying to teach me to accept that what I need may not look like what I want. God was trying to teach me how to see the silver lining and to identify the blessing in disguise. And I'm very grateful for those lessons, because as time moves forward and things happen a certain way, I don't have to put so much expectation or pressure on myself or the outcome of a situation, because I see how it worked out. And when I was living in that house, I was living in a predominantly palm colored neighborhood where people's temperaments may have flipped on me and switched on me, and I could have been in danger. And then when I moved to the townhouse, that was a nightmare. It was a gated community, but I was more worried about who was within the gate than who was outside of the gate. One night, child, I went to the gas station to get me some limeritas. Well, not really limeritas. I like those club tails or whatever it's called. And they got like the intercourse on the beach flavor and like watermelon and Arnold Palmer or whatever. I don't know. I went to the little store, the little corner store, to get me some of them. It was before they stopped selling alcohol. It had to be like 10:30 at night. And I rode to the front of the neighborhood. First of all, the gated community, the gate was always broke. Second of all, I was more worried about who was inside the gate than who was outside the gate. And they periodically had like didn't mean to say that. Anyway, they periodically had the police out there. if y'all come for me, don't come for me lest I send for you. That's all I'm gonna say. But they had the police out there periodically, and it was okay, but it was kind of like, okay, they're not out here all the time. You get what I'm saying? And one time when I was going to get them club tails, I went to the front, and these suckers was in the front of the neighborhood. I drove to the gate, was waiting for the gate to open. I looked to my right, it's an apartment. I looked to my left, it's a group of ninjas in ski masks, grouped up together, doing whatever they doing. And I looked at them, my windows was cracked and my music was playing, right? So I'm just casually looking from left to right, or from right to left. And me and these ninjas lock eyes, and they just looking at me, and I got scared. Like, don't think I'm finna snitch. I don't care what you're doing. Just don't come for me and mine. You get what I'm saying? And that was a crazy situation. And I'm like, I don't know what they was about to do. I don't know if them seeing me, see them, see me, see them, prevented them from doing whatever they was about to do. But that wasn't a safe situation, even though it was a gated community. So now it's kind of like, okay, I try to talk to you guys and speak life into you guys through my experiences so that you don't have to go through the same thing that I've been through, and so that you don't have to have the same stress that I have had to learn and I'm still learning how to cope with and manage. And I just feel like what you don't see underneath the surface is that, Spirit is working things out in your best interests, because you don't see everyone's motives and intentions around you. You don't know everyone's desires and what they want to achieve by connecting in some type of way with you. And I feel like you guys know and can sense certain people's intentions, especially if their energy is really strongly on some negativity. You can sense that. But there are situations where I feel like some of you guys don't see it immediately, or you don't feel it, because it's very covert. It's very submerged. It's very deeply hidden in a person's psyche, or in their spirit, in their energy, in their aura. And that's where Spirit comes in to kind of like distance you away from situations that could possibly be detrimental. And like in the neighborhood that I lived in, with the house that I was in for so many years, I lived around other minorities. There were plenty of minorities in that neighborhood. But in the surrounding area, it was very country. And it was very deep South country. And it was very much so palm-colored Caucasus Mountains country. And if anyone from that surrounding area, whether it be law enforcement or citizens, decided one night, hey, we want to go ride out to the neighborhood that we know got minorities in it, I would have been in a position of danger. Because I don't know where things are going politically or in the world, but we all know that there's a lot of things going on. That was 2 years ago, bro. And I told y'all that was here because y'all helped me out a lot. One of my members set up a GoFundMe. Y'all helped me move because I just did not have it in me. The second time, I really didn't tell y'all I moved, and I foot the bill myself. And both times, it just felt strongly that Spirit was trying to either remove me from a negative situation or set me up for my next opportunity. And I just want y'all to know that, so that you're not like stressing and anxious all the time about the next move that you need to make, or what's happening, or, you know, what this means, and da-da-da-da-da. It's just what Spirit is doing to align you on your path, so that you don't hit the anvil, so that you don't hit the landmines, and so that you can walk through the portals and the openings without getting stuck. Anyway, like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe, you guys. Please subscribe. Please hype the video. Please donate if you can. PayPal, Venmo, Zelle below. If you found value in this reading, I really appreciate it. Book your readings. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if it resonated. Okay? And I will see you guys next time, Pisces. Remember, this is our Circle Booze. Bye.